Hello, 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 everybody, everybody. What's cracking? What's up? What's going on? How is everybody doing? Guys, people of the sea. Sometimes I wonder about people that all of a sudden think about me, all of a sudden out of the clear blue sky, that have not been talking to me for years. Sometimes 7 years, sometimes 5 years, sometimes 2 years. Out of the clear blue sky, they want to start talking to me. That is concerning. And I get it so often. So often. What's up, guys? Whew. Let me, give me a sec, guys. But do y'all ever get the same way? Y'all feel the same way? It's just me. But yeah, so I'm just kind of, it's concerned me sometimes about human beings that they're not, I'm not understanding how a person could literally ghost me. And I've talked about this in the past about ghost. They can ghost me and then all of a sudden they just start talking to me all of a sudden. Give me a sec, guys. No. But I'm not sure. I am not sure whatsoever on how come this happens. Today, I got oh, by the way, guys, I'm gonna be here 31 minutes. If anybody joins, I'll be here a little longer. But yeah. So I literally had a homie that I used to talk to all the time back in the day, and we were Gucci. One time, me and my homie, we were out to eat, and he joked around. I am hot. He joked around, and he said, "Bro, you got my back if I'm nearby, and I have a flat tire. You got my back." And I said, "I mean, I could get your back, you know, if you got a flat tire, you know. I'll try to be there for you. I'm not a best friend or nothing. I can't guarantee you. If you're nearby, yeah, I'll go to you and I'll help you out with your flat tire or whatever you need, you know." All of a sudden, not even 3 days after we were talking about that, he has a flat tire. He has a flat tire. What the heck is that? Oh, this thing not working. All of a sudden, he got a flat tire. I don't know how my table's so wet. So when he got that flat tire, he called me. He said, "Hey, you won't believe it, but can you help me out with the tire or something? I need a spare tire or something. I got a flat tire. I'm right down the road." And literally, he was like, not even a mile. Well, let me see, maybe about a mile, exactly almost a mile away from me. And I said, "Sure, why not?" I said, "You jinxed yourself. Obviously, you knew you were gonna have a flat tire, and you said if I was gonna be there for you when you had your flat tire, and obviously, 3 days later or 5 days later, you don't have a flat tire." And then he's like, "I know, it's crazy, man." So after I was like, "I have some tires or spares, whatever that you can use to see if it works for your car. I'm not sure, but that's just to get you somewhere." And at this time, he had a new car. Look at that. At this time, he had a new car, and he was all like, "Okay, well, um, oh, I gotta sneeze. I gotta sneeze. Gotta sneeze. Gotta sneeze. Gotta sneeze." Okay, going away. So then he was all like, "Oh, well, let's go Fast and Furious with my car." So I didn't mind because it's a BMW. It was a newer BMW because I really liked it. I digged it. It was nice, and I'm all like, I know that you just got your car and you can go need for speed and stuff like that, but same time, do slow it down a little bit. You don't want to crash into anything or exhaust your life or take someone else's life. So I'm like, just perhaps chill out with the car or something like that. And he was just all into it. But with those cars, the camber adjustment is really high in the rear. So I saw that he wasn't seeing the fact that the tires or tread were going low and stuff because he drives pretty fast. He said he was going 100 miles per hour on the freeway when the tire just blew, and then he had to stop slowly, surely stop on the side of the road. So I tested to him, and I tried my best to help him out with with a random spare tire. Hold on, give me a sec, guys. Oh. So I tried my best to help him out with the spare tire, and he's over here like, I'm just trying. Supposedly his mom and dad were on the way, or his dad or something like that, and then he says, "I work right up the street, and if you could just follow me, because we couldn't get the car up enough because the car was a little bit too low, and I only had a little bitty jack, and I could only prop up the car so much. So I followed him all the way to his job that was nearby, and then after that happened, uh, he's all like, "Oh, there's my mom and dad," and I think they were in a Jeep or something like that. Goodness, I truly need to sneeze, but I can't. It's there. The sneeze is there, bro. Don't you hate that when the sneeze is there and you can't get the sneeze out? That's what I'm trying to do right now. Nope, not working. It's just making my eyes water. But so yeah, and the place was nearby, and then he left his car there. He's like, "I'm gonna have to leave my car here." I said, "Are you sure you're all right?" He's like, "Yeah, my parents are here, and they're gonna take me home, and I'll have to figure out something." He said he worked right here. That's exactly where he worked. And I'm like, "Okay." And then he took off. He's like, "Man, I owe you one." And then after that, we text. After that, he says, I owe you, I truly big time owe you one. And sometimes I don't understand what that means because it happens to me so much. I mean, so much. People constantly tell me you owe me one, and they, let's say they forget their freaking wallet, or we're going out, or they don't have enough money, and they're something of that nature. Somebody always says that to me. I owe you one, and then they never give back. They really don't, you know. And that's why I said I don't know the definition of friends or friend, because I don't know what is a friend, because every person I have encountered that tries to be a friend literally fails at being a friend. And I'm just like, I don't know. If it was me, would you? Oh my goodness, the cats are going crazy. If it was me, would you, do the same? No, I don't think so. I highly doubt it. I never had to encounter anything like that anymore, because I know for sure nobody's gonna be by my side. I know. I just know. I don't want to encounter it anymore. I don't want to say anything anymore. I'm already done with people in my life like that. I hear randomness. Hold on. So then, I still never heard from him. All of a sudden, let me actually go back. I don't know why, my tablet. I'm gonna tell you the last text that we did. I'm gonna see what time was this. Well, he kept asking me how you been. But the last time he asked me how I've been, okay. All right. I don't know. Can I screenshot this? Here, I'm gonna have to screenshot it because I don't want to do any privacy, you know. So this is today. So I'm gonna scroll right here. Hold on. I don't know. Oh, it says waiting for no network. Okay. So this is no cap. I'm screenshotting this, and then I'm going to crop only his profile picture because we don't want that being seen on the internet world. Oh, his profile picture on the top. And this is real time right here. And sometimes I'm concerned if he ever watches this video, and he'll be like, "Oh, you're talking about me? What the heck?" Yes, that's how I make my content. Is I talk about whatever happens in my in my life. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to crop it out, so I crop his name. Okay, all right. I'll show you right now. All right. The last time I talked to him was December 8th, 2021 at 10:43 a.m. He texts me now, November 11th, 2023 at 8:30 p.m. So this is real time right here. If you do not believe me, look at that. 2021. Here it is. 23. The last time he texted me was that he was talking about, oh, I told him you party a lot. I said, oh, you're still with the same company? You've been there for a long ass time. And he said, yeah, way too long. Ha 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 ha. And then that was 2021. All of a sudden, he decided to text me 2023. Guess how many years that is? And it's funny, guys. It is funny that this happens only to me, that I feel like it. Because in other people's world, they're like, damn, I haven't heard from that person in a long time. But they literally said, damn, I haven't heard from that person in a long time, but they never have a full-on blown conversation of a story that, oh man, that person, I thought they ghosted me for this much time. What's up, Dimitri? I'm just talking about people that randomly want to come in your life all of a sudden after so many years. Oh, hold on. It's crazy to think about that moves now. It is crazy. Exactly. It's super crazy. You know, I just recently, right now, I just showed a screenshot. That guy haven't texted me since 2021. Here it is, 2024. Like, we're gonna be 2025 in 6 months. I'm so hyped. Come to my birthday party live tomorrow. I'll see if I can make it because I work tomorrow. But what time is it gonna be? Because I get off at 7. If my manager doesn't switch my schedule. But you know, it really bothers me. Really, really bothers me. It's like I don't understand it. It ponders in my head, like, what did they think about me? Like, what? And it's funny. 6 p.m. Okay. Well, if I'm here on time, I'll be here. I'll be there in your live stream. But oh man, I swear. Oh, he said the beginning of the conversation started when he said new pics, and I was like, huh? He's like, new profile picture. You know, this is on Facebook. I know he has me on Instagram. If you don't have me on Instagram, that was his fault. And so I'm all like, oh yeah, new profile picture. So how the heck did all of a sudden he just search my name up and saw new profile picture? Because it kind of don't make any sense. Like, I wonder how he even, like, because you have to, if you have the top friends and you've been texting people over and over on Facebook Messenger, your top friends are on the top. I haven't talked to him since 2021, so it's very concerning. Very concerning. But yeah, you know, sometimes I just don't get it. I just don't get it. All the time, the last guy I talked to, he ghosted me. He ghosted me for a whole 4 years or 5 years. No, I think 5 years. I made a whole live stream about that too. The first time I met him, the first time he all of a sudden texted me, man, I was just so excited. Oh man, I was so excited because I was trying to get to him every single time I thought of him. I would go to his house and rev up my engine and everything like that to get his attention. Like, hey, bro, talk to me. You know, what did I do? You know, I don't know what I did. I feel like I did something wrong, and I want to, you know, address it. Obviously, I didn't do anything wrong. Obviously, he's a ghoster. But man, I swear. Hold on. Whew, I swear, it makes no sense sometimes in my brain. I guess I'm just so agitated on people coming in and out my life that I don't really want to meet new people. I remember when I was young, I used to say meet new people because I felt like that was a thing. That was a thing in my life. And now it's like every time I meet new people, constantly people are the same and they constantly do the same and they constantly let me down as a person, as a mofo person. And I'm all like, bro, what? Why does someone always have to let me down? That's my concern. And then that's when I just became like, F it. I don't want nothing to do with these people. I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm gonna just leave everybody alone. And the only people I talk to now is mostly coworkers. And so it's like every single person I have talked to, and I said this in my live stream about like 7, 8 live streams ago, about coworkers are mainly the friend now. Your coworkers are, people come into your life, all of a sudden, they all of a sudden are coworkers most of the time. There's not too many customers that are gonna come into your life unless they're continuous customers that you keep encountering all the time. If they're continuous and they come there often, yeah, you're gonna encounter them. Maybe one person will be like, "Oh, you're interesting. Can I get to know you?" Blah blah blah. Maybe somebody like that will be around you. Not for me because it takes a long time for me, to get to know you, bro. But some people, are just years of not talking to me, they come to me all of a sudden, and it bothers the heck out of me. It literally bothers the heck out of me. I gotta go empty my cup. I'm gonna be here a little longer. Dimitri was here. Almost 35 minutes. Oh, okay, come back. Oh, I gotta refill my cup. My fish tank, guys. Let me show you my fish tank. You know what else is funny? Hold on, I'll show you the fish tank in a bit. You know what else is funny? I had another person too. I haven't talked to in a hot minute too. And he texts me on Instagram and he says, "Hey, how you been?" Right? Oh, hold on, let me take a little bit. And I was all like, "Yeah, I've been fine. I'm chilling." And I know I gave him my YouTube channel because I know a couple of times I had, told him to subscribe to my YouTube channel. All of a sudden, um, he just thought about me all of a sudden. And I gotta go back, I gotta go to Instagram for that. But the last time I talked to him, I think it was about 2 years ago as well. So what I'm learning right now, it comes in threes. So I'm missing one more person to all of a sudden come to my life. Well, you know what? No, let's turn after. I did check on one homie because the lights were out, and this homie had a BMW E46 M3, and he lived near my grandma's house. They're building two houses next to him, and I asked him, "Hey, how you're doing?" And I said, "Did you get the lights up? Did the lights come off, cut out, whatever?" And I haven't texted him for a long time. Maybe that's what happened. Life reimbursed me because I talked to him. Now 3 more people will come into my life. This is the second person. I have one person on Instagram and one person on Facebook Messenger. So let me see who the other person is that I haven't talked to for a very long time. It's going to be the next person. That's crazy. Usually it comes in threes. That's wild right there. But it gets me every time. It's like you haven't talked to me for years, and all of a sudden you want to talk. I'm just, it's very concerning. And I know I ghosted only one person that basically always let me down constantly, and constantly let me down, and literally constantly let me down. The last time I spoke to him was because he was supposed to go to Monster Jam with me, and I said, "Here are the tickets. Go ahead and get the tickets for 1U. I'm gonna reserve this spot." Okay. I said, "Did you get the tickets?" He said, "Yeah." And then I'm already at Monster Jam, and I said, "Where you at?" And he's all like, "You're at the show?" I said, "Yeah." And then that was it. Because obviously he couldn't afford the tickets and he was going to pay me back. And I don't do that anymore. I do not. I don't pay for anybody no more. Now, if I pay for you, it's because I feel generous enough to pay for you. But I honestly, I do not. Not anymore. I was tired of getting taken advantage over of, people leaving their wallets at home. People constantly don't like me, so they're like, "Yeah, you pay for the bill." I've had so many incidents, and I was going through Facebook Messenger too, and I was looking at the block list, or not, no, what was it? I don't know what list was it. I don't Honestly, I don't know what list that was. But I was looking at that list, and I see one of my homies, and the last time I texted him, I said, I don't know, I said this about 2020, about 2020. Hold on, give me a second. And I told him, I said, I guess our blind date didn't go as well as good because I guess it didn't go well. And then he's all like, "Oh," I don't think he even replied. I don't even remember if he replied. But then I see on his profile picture that I think he has a wife and a kid. So that means he found the one and only, because obviously he was on the search for a one and only, and I think he found him. And I see on his profile picture, I didn't dig into it because I was so freaking tired, but I saw on his profile picture there's a kid right beside him and a girl. Obviously, I don't think it's his sister, obviously, or her sister's kid or whatever, because who does that? Who puts their sister, like, unless it's clickbait or something like that, but it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. It's very concerning sometimes. I'm concerned. I get concerned about these things all day long too. All day long. I wonder, what people think. What brought you to think about me all of a sudden? Was it something I say? Was it a smell? Was it, a thought like, hey, I haven't heard from that person in a while. Let me check in on them. Because if you never checked in on them, and like my profile picture was basically a galaxy, and then after the galaxy, I put it to something else. And so I was like, okay, all of a sudden you caught on with my profile picture, and to know someone that changed their profile picture on Facebook usually will say the person's name changed their profile picture, but you have to be friends with them. I only have one friend on Facebook, just one friend. That's it. Nobody else is on Facebook at all. I narrowed it. I deleted everybody that basically is not there for me. Facebook right now, Facebook is only for me to upload photos. That's it. I only upload photos because Facebook doesn't have a storage fee or storage, how much you can store per photo. So I find it free if you can store your stuff on Facebook. That's just me. That is just me. Oof. I am hot and sweaty. But we're going to the last end, so might as well just send it. But yeah, you get what I'm saying? You do feel my flow. Years of not talking to me. Years. Now all of a sudden, people want to start talking. And it truly bothers me. Truly. I try to make an impact on the people that I work with, or like literally I make more of an impact on the people that I work with than people that I don't work with. There's only a couple of times where I met a couple of people at car meets, and I talked to them because of the car meets. But other than that, the people at the car meets, they're, sometimes they are enthusiasts, sometimes they're not enthusiasts, sometimes they are, photographers or non-photographers, but they're in their own little bubble, in their own little world as well. And it's again like almost being at a bar. And it's funny because this guy that I was talking about in the beginning, he always on his profile on Instagram always be going out, clubbing, vibing, bars. You see him clubbing all the time. You see him in bars all the time. I said, oh, okay, he's into that now. I don't know how many people I go through that are into that clubbing and bars and stuff like that, when they literally say, oh, I'm not that type, I'm not that type, and then all of a sudden they're that type. Makes no sense. But, you know. But yeah, guys, I try my hardest to figure this out. And people constantly say, maybe you're just a bad friend. Maybe you don't know how to choose friends. And I'm like, sometimes it'd be like that when I was in the zone of trying to have a friend. Never failed that they weren't there for me. But I consider my coworkers as friends too, but in a different way because we constantly see each other. But I have boundaries. I have high boundaries with coworkers because I'm not about to lose one coworker and be comfortable with one coworker and then all of a sudden have a customer complain on me about them and I have to write them up or whatever. That's a lot of mixed emotions, and I don't like that. Or how you are with people and stuff. Yeah, I just don't like that. But yeah, so I have two titles to this video. Sometimes I wonder why people start thinking about me all of a sudden after years not talking to me. Years of not talking to me at all. Thank you, Dimitri, for joining. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.